Hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, still 15,385, but I will tell you, the clock has really started ticking. I didn't even think we were going to get Diamond 2 today until we did. But that means, look at what's on the clock. We're going to have to get to 17,000. And I have 8 recoveries, so that's 954 a day. So I have a little less than, or about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks to make the decision of when we're going to get to 17,000. So we are officially on the clock now. As you remember, we have cleaned up Wild Castle 3, and let's go ahead and get the expedition out of the way. This is the dragon today. Excuse me. I did already get Portal out of the way. This was Gear Seals, so in 2 days we're going to have a really good time. And we start out with Thor, not the best or the worst, but how's your total war? How close are you to the milestone I just posted? You should be about a day ahead of me if you didn't miss anything, but that's variable. I went after the wrong thing. So like I said, I'm just curious where you're at because we're kind of getting to the end of everything. Once I get to 17,100, that's sort of the end of the end. Not really much else to do after that. Now, granted, because of what I discovered about how the runes are and stuff like that, getting to the end of the runes is going to be a tedious affair indeed. I'll have to make some tough decisions about whether or not to get the rune to plus 12 or not. Refinement's not going to be nearly as much of a question just because we're going to have so much dust that it's not even something, we need to think about. But yeah, we're getting to the end of the road here. Realistically, it's the same thing. I'm better off getting it to plus 9. And then once we get the core heroes, and I'm going to define the core heroes as Roderick and Austin, and Sophie, obviously, from the support side. And, yeah, I didn't need to do that. And from the warrior side, it's going to be... Wait, Roderick, I'm a Christian. Yeah, let's start over. So from the support side, the critical heroes I want to ruin up are Sophia, she's almost done. Christian, obviously, he's almost done. I didn't need to do that either. And, Austin. Those are the 3 from the support. Everybody else's damage, well, it's nice that they do damage, but I don't think their damage contributes as much as I would like it to. At least not to worry about from a ruining perspective. Honestly, I would rather say, like if I got Sophia up to everything's plus 12, Christian, Austin, I would just hoard rune seals at that point in case there was another AoE hero or something that we wanted to advance. In terms of the warriors, it is Vincent, Roderick, Thor, and the Viking chick. Those 3. Now, granted, I am disappointed at the Viking chick's damage. I really expected more from the Wild Castle, and it doesn't seem like we're getting it. So, that is something... Ooh, here we go. That is something that... I mean, it is what it is, right? We knew going into this the Wild Castle was not going to be... The Sky Castle was phenomenally powerful. We knew the Wild Castle wasn't going to be that powerful, but I really expected some more pepper on the Warriors. I really did. Okay, now, ooh, another one potentially. Oh, that's nice. Ah, faked out. Faked out on the last one, you dragon. So, I mean, it leaves a lot in the air. Well, not up in the air, but it leaves me with some questions. I'll say that. Alright, so get that out of the way. We've done this, and now we're on to this. Let's get some 5-star purchasing. So, with all that in mind, there's a lot of things that could be changing for us. I mean, again, I'm concerned. I'm not as concerned as when we went from 13,300 to this, because that was 2,000 stages. It will be a little bit less, but it's still concerning, because it's realistically going to, unfortunately, I think, double the amount of time King's Ruins takes. And I mean, I'm hoping I can. I mean, the only hope for me to mitigate that is really getting some good, getting some really good artifacts, which, as you can tell, that just hasn't been going well. We have not had any luck getting good artifacts. It has been horrible. And again, I'm at this point, I'm resigning to the fact that we just need to get a couple that have plus attack, and not even for Sophia. Sophia, she's doing her own thing. We're gonna see that today. I believe we're gonna upgrade her ring. So I mean, it's not even that we're looking for like the, I really, I wasn't like, I didn't think we would get much luck for re-rolling. I really think we need to now. I mean, well, let me walk that back a little bit. I never thought we didn't need to. Again, I assumed based on the system that it just wasn't in the air. It wasn't even an option. And what I mean by that is, when they designed the system, they wanted it to be super, super, super. Oh, we got 53,000. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. It was designed to be super, super grindy, and that was just the way it was going to be. And yeah, I was really surprised getting Diamond 1 today. I mean, Diamond 2. That really threw me for a loop. That's why we have so much extra rune seals. That's why we're going to need to push soon. So on that clock, we have 2 weeks to make a decision to push. So you can see that here. We have 160 inventory, 8, and again, we have to get here within 2 weeks. Now again, the stage I'm going to end up on is 170. Not because, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a really nice number, but that just is the mirror of our King's Ruins. I'll have to double check though, but I believe every 21 stages repeats now. So, you add 105, and that's how you go from this stage to another stage that has the same pattern. Now the question would kind of be, okay, do you want to stop on a weapon stage on your way there? And a helmet stage? Clearly we don't need armor or boots. It is a good question. Probably should stop on those. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Again, we don't have as much leeway with going to 17,170, because the minimum we need is 17,100. So that would mean like we could roll back about 3 places. So we could do a helmet and we couldn't do a sword, which would be unfortunate. But we'll deal with that when we get there. It's not a long ways away, but I mean, at the same time, I don't want to prematurely push. I want to see how our runes and stuff shake out. That said, look, I did upgrade this to 12, and that was because I saw that we had enough of these rings in here. So let's get Sophia her. Oh, okay, attack. I mean, Sophia's ring is sort of interesting. She at least has 2 meaningful stats on it versus, I mean, don't get me wrong. If she could make the castle dodge, that would be great. I would love her for it. It would really help our castle out. I don't care how unrealistic it is that they can't hit a castle, but I would like it. That said, let's see where we are with 4-star next. And the sad reality is 4-star always has to use 3-star books. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of these to go through now. And I really wish there was a better way to show the awakenings. That seems like an oversight to me. Alright, a Nord defense penetration. Yeah, that's a terrible one. Honestly, like we're doing with Sophia, we could actually do a 5-star at some point. I just, rather than re-roll a bunch of 5-stars, we'll just keep pumping Sophia's rune. I don't see, or Sophia's ring. I don't see a reason not to. And by pumping, we're just, I guess it should be more dumping. So with Sophia's ring the way it is, Sophia will just be absorbing any leftover books as long as we don't need crystals. And as you can see, we need crystals. I'm probably going to have to dismantle some today. I wish there was a better defense. Okay. Ignore defense. I mean, we keep getting the same worthless stats over and over again. Just imagine if we could re-roll Sophia's ring and we could put hit point % on it. That would be incredible. It wouldn't. I mean, it would. I mean, I imagine if we were able to re-roll, it would take crystals. So you just have to dismantle a bunch of stuff. I just don't see it as problematic because you're just choosing, okay, instead of feeding it XP, I want to re-roll one of the stats. I mean, what difference is it than what we're doing now? I spend, the majority of our stuff on doing this and getting garbage. And that to me is the real problem. We just get garbage. Now, I don't know what to do about that ring over there, the one that's level 4. And accuracy, you would think accuracy is necessary at some level, but not until well beyond what we need to be. And ignore defense penetration. Good gracious. It's a necessary stat for enemies. It's not a stat that we need. It is probably the worst stat, I would say. Well, I mean, I don't know. Crit resist is pretty bad, too. Any of the defensive stats are pretty bad because we're generally... Like, if defense was truly a problem, the solution is not defensive stats on rings. Oh, whoa, we did hit it. Make sure. Okay, there's a 2-star. Oh. That was pretty good. Out of all that, we only got 1 2-star. So yeah, it looks like the extra today will be going to get dismantled. At least over the next couple days. We gotta replenish our crystal supply. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you ever over dismantle or you have too many crystals. You will use them up eventually. Just, and trust me, it's a lot better to have too many and make way too many and then come back and be like, okay, well, I don't need to dismantle for a couple days, than to fight back and forth about what an appropriate amount is over and over. Unless you like that. I just find that inefficient. I would much rather just say, oh, let's dismantle. And so today will be the day of dismantling. I honestly thought having 15,000 was more than enough, but the system showed me that I was wrong. And defense. I mean, can we get just attack percentage? All I want is 1 ring with attack percent. Well, I need 2. And I would like to be able to then I could just upgrade these rings. I won't be doing this anymore. I mean, I really feel like the only awakening worthwhile is attack percent, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, flat attack is good, but I think it's not as good as, again, pick my own ring, yeah, I would want to combine all those on there, but just to get something going, I would just want attack percent. I want 2 that start with attack percent. That's it. 1 for Christian. Oh, well, damn. I guess we, the well ran dry today. We're gonna have a lot of extra rings, it looks like. Well, we can do this for 1 and get some of those out of the way. What was this one? Defense. Yeah, nothing special, that's for sure. What? Finally! Finally got one. Okay. Now this is hopefully going to be Christian's new ring, and we're going to hope it's good. Great. This is amazing. Finally got it. And yeah, I said I was going to dismantle, but I want to get it up to level 5 to distinguish it from everything else. And then we'll just dismantle these last 2 books. I'll keep that book for later. So, yeah, we end up a little bit on the ring-heavy side. So we have some extra 3-star rings. Let's see. I'm not sure how many extra we ended up with. This is sort of becomes the problem. And we have two 5-star rings left over too. So Sophie is already 2/3 of the way ready, but with this ring here, now we're gonna start pumping this for Christian. I don't know how high we're gonna get it. I will say that once we have a ring that's 3-star with attack percent, and we have another one for Austin, at that point, we're just going to kind of focus for a bit to leveling those rings up. Let's see, this is 18.4, and this is not strong enough yet. So hopefully tomorrow this ring will, and I hope it gets another good stat. That would be really nice. That'd actually be, that would make all this worth it almost. But that said, let's go level up our heroes. So, okay, so we at least finished off on a good note there, and it looks like it's Roderick's turn. I honestly didn't expect to hit Diamond 2. I've completely forgot about that. And finally, it's up to getting the runes up for Christian. And with our extra sweeps, this should be easier. Now, I don't remember, did we find... Yes, we finally got that, so we just need to get the attack and the crit up. Alright, let's see. And I don't want to oversummon here too much. Well, don't think we can. And now we have opened up rune step 26. And this is the issue. So for rune step 27, and we got about 50,000. We have basically 4 days to get to 16,100. So maybe next episode we'll push some. I'm not sure. All right, but now with this, we have to be kind of careful, and let's see if Christian. Okay, nice. Christian, you did it, and this one, well, so at least we're 8-8. However, we need to switch back to Sophia for a moment. Again, hopefully this doesn't take too much. Sophia, you got to +8, get to +9. Okay, that was asking a bit, I guess. And now we have unlocked it. All mythic runes. Alright, Sophia, come on. You can do it, girl. Alright, let's try again, Sophia. You got this, right? You're going to get this up for me, okay? Get to +9. Come on, Sophia. I still have faith in you. It's gone down a little bit because you just haven't been... Come on, Sophia. You can do better than that. I know you can. I believe in you, Sophia. Yeah! That's the Sophia I remember. And now, Sophia, we can work on this attack rune for you. And again, +3. And how strong is it? 14,000. And this one is... So, to put this is 16 and 36. And this is 14. Wow. So, this +9 rune. This is almost equivalent to a +9 at +3. And it's not even refined. This are, well, that doesn't matter. Sorry. Ignore the refinement comment, but just at +9 versus +3, that's a big rune. And again, we don't need to go down that road. So now we can switch back to Christian. Go to his runes. Okay, we actually did not end up with any extra. So let's go back to this. So, yeah. All right, let's see. So where do we end up here? So we're at 41 already. We are looking at spending now. So here is the good news. It's, well, mixed news. So you can always hoard your rune seals. So if we don't push, we just basically stop summoning runes. That's the truth. So if we don't push and we get behind, we stop summoning runes. Now, realistically, I think we're going to try. So let's see. Last one. Damn it. Ah, Christian. Well, let's see. Can you at least get your... Yeah. Honestly, and this is the other reason why accuracy isn't really meaningful. This would be where you would go for accuracy over awakenings. I mean, that's basically one awakening of accuracy right there. And this, I don't know how high that's going to go, but I'm sure we're going to have plenty of accuracy. That said, let's look at the summon now just for a minute. So we have attack and crit damage. So okay, that's really good. So step 2, these are 2 really good stats. I don't remember what this is, but I doubt it's what I mean. Don't remember. It's crit. That's all it is. So this is only necessary to unlock the next node. And we don't know what these final 4. I think this is it. I think we only have to go up this top branch. I doubt this one matters either. What could that be? Is that crit damage again? It could be crit damage again. I do not have it open. Let me just look real quick because it should just take a second here. We're going to go to Christian. And oh, okay, it is. We do have a crit damage at 4 again. I didn't realize. I was wondering, but that's kind of interesting to have 2 crit damage. No, I guess it's not that really unusual. So we have basically 4 runes left to get. Attack, crit damage, and then attack. So this rune is only good to unlock the attack. These 2 runes down here could be completely ignored. And it's those 2 runes, and then we're going to be... That's it. I honestly never expected to find the end of that treadmill. Woo. That said, I do realize our heroes are out of alignment. Oop, that was wrong. That's fine, we can fix that. Yeah, I really wish we had formations saved. Oh good, and we already have completed how many heroes we need to level. Okay, so now finally the last thing to do is level up our castle. And 64,605, so over halfway to 65,000. And that said, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.